We will now discuss about the natural environment. The natural environment, as Watrikan would observe, is the ultimate source and support of everything used by businesses and almost any other human activity. Every raw material, every energy source, every life sustaining factor, even every waste disposal site. The natural environment determines what can be done in a society, how institutions can function. Resource availability is the fundamental factor in the development of business in a society. Differences in geographical conditions between markets may sometimes call for change in market mix. Geographical and ecological factors can influence the location of certain industries. So, for example, industries with high material index tend to be located near the raw material sources. The dreadful earthquakes that ravaged several areas of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Uttarakhand, and the potential occurrences which we are seeing every day influence the decision making in respect to the location of business. It is also likely to affect the demand of flats and accommodation in high rise buildings. It can influence the choice of building technology, design material, etc. Climate and weather conditions affect the location of these certain industries. Say, for example, the cotton textile industry. Topographical factors may affect demand patterns. For example, in hilly areas with difficult terrain, jeeps are in greater demand than cars. So now today, if you really see jeeps instead of jeeps, it is the SUVs which are in greater demand. Weather and climatic factors affect demand for certain types of products. For example, several regions where the temperature is high in summer, there is a good demand for desert coolers, but they are not at all used in some states in India. In regions characterized by very cold climate, especially in the winters, and very hot climate in summer, both room heaters and air conditioners may be in good demand in respective seasons. Weather and climatic factors can affect demand pattern for clothing, building materials, and designs, food, medicine, etc. Further, weather and climatic conditions may call for modification of product, packaging, storage conditions. Ecological factors have recently assumed great importance. The depletion of natural resources, environmental pollution, disturbance of ecological balance have caused a great concern. Especially India has been at the receiving end of the climate change. So if you really see these unseasonal rains, the unseasonal weather, these are all related to the climate change. Government policies aimed at preservation of environmental purity, ecological balance, conservation of non-replenishable resources have resulted in additional responsibilities and problems for the business. And some of these have effect of increasing the cost of production and marketing. Externalities have become a very important problem that business has to confront with. We will now discuss the technological environment. Technology includes not only the knowledge or methods that are necessary to carry on or to improve the existing production and distribution of goods and services, but also the entrepreneurial expertise and professional know how. The latter two elements may often prove to be essential competitive advantage possessed by technology owners. The MNCs are often in particularly advantageous position in this regard. Technology is one of the eight factors considered by World Economic Forum to evaluate the global competitiveness. Again, its report continues to actually increase its focus on information technology as a new source of competitiveness and observes that there are at least three aspects to it. First, email has greatly expanded the possibilities for interpersonal, interfirm, and international communication. Second, Internet has allowed much more extensive and rapid dissemination of information. Third, emerging area of e-commerce offers a potentially huge increase in customer base for companies and huge savings in marketing costs, search costs, in finding low cost suppliers. Competitiveness in all these areas is closely linked with competitiveness of local infrastructure and penetration of computer culture in the local economy. The report also observes that for a successful internet culture, the population needs to have computers, network, data network, and countries' telecommunication hardware needs to support high bandwidth for internet service. Therefore, technology serves as an important determinant for the success of the firm as well as the economic and social development of the firm. Technology includes tools, that is, machines and software, knowledge, methods that are necessary to carry on to improve the existing production, distribution of goods, services, entrepreneurial expertise, and professional know how. Innovation is a very important factor that provides competitive advantage and consequently determines success. Joseph Schumpeter, a well known economist, has given a lot of importance to innovation in the economic development. According to him, significant advances in economy occur by disharnessed leaps and spurts as entirely new investment horizons are exploited. The entrepreneur, who is an innovator, is the central figure in this analysis. Innovation may take any of the norms, that is, introduction of new product, use of new method of production, opening of new market, conquest of new source of raw material supply, reorientation of industry. So the concern here is technological innovation. In business context, innovation is defined as technical, industrial, or commercial steps which lead to marketing of new manufactured products, to commercial use of new technical processes and equipment. BETS classified innovation into basically types, what was known as scales. This is based on how big an impact and technology change can make on the application. So basically, radical innovation is been defined as a basic technological innovation that establishes new functionality. Incremental innovation is a change in the existing technology system that does not alter functionality but incrementally improves performance, features, quality, or lowers cost. Next generation technology innovation is a change in the existing technology system that does not alter functionality but dramatically improves performance, features, safety, or quality, or lowers cost, or opens up new applications. Therefore, technology is one of the most important determinants for the success of a firm as well as for the economic and social development of the nation. Technology, as such, has been described as a systematic knowledge for the manufacture of product, for the application of a process, for rendering of service, and does not extend transactions involving mere sale or lease of goods. So, therefore, technology as such goes through something called an S curve, which describes how supply, demand, profit work in fast-growing markets. Profits are highest when the market is young, where a product is just entering the mass market. Once most people have the product, profits per unit slump. That is why technology investors prioritize growth over gross profit. Profit earned after a product is mature will be discounted to the value of what companies outside technology are earning. But margins early in the product life cycle will get a premium price as investors anticipate growth. That is why technology companies must continue to innovate in order to earn a premium price for their stock. Once their market are seen as saturated, the stock falls to earth. This also means that a reputation for innovation and for creating new markets can be as important to technology investors as both profit and growth. It is the anticipation of growth that is important, that commands the highest premium. So, therefore, there is the concept of technology leadership and followership. How do we define this? Technology leadership is defined as when a firm seeks to be the first to introduce technological change that support its generic strategy. Leadership can be to introduce technological changes that support the fact that there is already some strategy which is already being played out and it actually augments its performance. Technological followership refers to conscious or active strategy in which the firm explicitly chooses not to be first on innovation. Sustainability of the technological lead, the degree to which it can sustain its lead over the competitors in a technology. So, therefore, this concept of first mover advantage and first mover disadvantage originates. First mover is the firm which actually is the pioneer in the particular technology. Like, for example, SpaceX is the first private firm to venture into space exploration. So, what are the advantages that a firm reaps by being a first mover in an industry? One, the reputation, the preempting a positioning, switching cost, unique access for new product, proprietary learning curve, favorable access to facilities, inputs, raw material definitions, standards, international barriers against limitation for an early profits. Now, when we look at the proprietary learning curve, that serves as one of the key factors for a firm to attain first mover advantage. First mover disadvantage. Disadvantages that a firm faces by being first rather than waiting for others, such as binary costs like cost of gaining regulatory approvals, achieving code compliances, educating buyers, high cost of entry inputs because of scarcity of supply or small scale needs, demand uncertainty, changes in buyer needs, specificity of investments to early generations or factor costs, technological discontinuities, and low cost of imitation. Again, if what are the sources of technological dynamics? One of the major sources of technological dynamics happens to be the innovation drive, the customer needs and expectations, demand conditions, supplier offerings, competitive dynamics, substitutes, social forces, research organizations, and government policy. The innovation drive is one of the most critical factors governing the technological dynamics. Customer needs definitely play an important role in determining the dynamics of the technological environment.